Alright, hello guys. So, Sana Sketches here. I've got my coffee and I'm gonna commentate on my drawing. So it's the Inktober again. Inktober 2021. And the first day's prompt was crystal. So, I clearly drew crystal with a crystal. And we're just gonna ignore that pun. But it was too good, I couldn't not. I don't know, I think this was the first one I was doing. I was kind of getting my process down, and so it did take a lot longer, and there's details in it that aren't in some of them. But I really like it. I especially like the line weight variations. Yeah, it's variations. And I like the use of black and color also in it. Like I made the little crystal flower blue and gave it some blue glow on her, which I think livened up the picture quite a lot. But obviously I didn't color it because like it's Inktober and I don't have time for that. So yeah, crystal with a crystal. There she is. She looks pretty enamored by that crystal. That's fair. They're pretty cool. I'm about to write about them. Quite excited for that. But yeah. I put a lot of detail into like her little fur capelet and the sleeves and everything. But it's a pretty simple picture. There she is. Crystal. And next up we have day 2, Suit. So this one was interesting because I actually talked through quite a few ideas, but then I was like, I want to do one that isn't as likely, so I went with a suit, like a suit of cards. And we all know who's really, just loves cards in my world. That's Brennan, the Drama King. So, obviously I drew him like he is being his Drama King self. Right there, looking all snazzy. And I got bored, so I put Azalea in it too, because we don't see her enough. So yeah, she's in there. The one thing about this picture that bothers me is the terrible tangent that makes it look like Brennan's arm is Azalea's arm. That was not intentional, and it is not the case. You can't really see Azalea's arms in this picture. But other than that, I really like it, and I like seeing the wandering rubies again. It's been too long since I've drawn them. And as always, Brennan is amazing, and I love drawing him because he is such a flair master, you might say. I don't know, he's very attention-grabbing. I love that boy. But yeah, this one I did a lot more like black in the hair, and actually put a lot more color in it, because the cape, I don't know, it just felt really bland without it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to do a lot of hatching on this cape, like cross-hatching, to make it look good, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So in lieu of actually putting in the effort, I just colored it, because that was easier. And then it was like, oh, that looks kind of weird, because Azalea didn't have any colors, so I just kind of colored her too. So just, yeah, that's basically what happened with the colors. But I think they work, and I like them. And, yeah. I like my circus people. Creatures. They're not people. But yeah. Brennan and Azalea. For day 2. So yeah, up next was day 3, Vessel, and I didn't know what I was going to do for this one for the longest time. I was like, what in the world do you draw for this? I can't draw a ship. I'm not that good. I mean, like, I probably could draw a ship, but you wouldn't want to see it afterwards. It'd be really bad. My brother's the expert at technical drawings, not me. I don't like that kind of detail and architectural stuff. So it eventually occurred to me, yeah, I could draw a vessel, like a container. Because that seems so boring, but I was like, what if it was on somebody's head? And then I was like, you know what? You know who would have a vessel on their head? It would be Bluefin. So I drew Bluefin, who I'm really thinking about naming her Finn, like somebody on DeviantArt suggested to, because I really like the meaning behind that name, and it's a cheat name. I wouldn't have to work very hard. And then of course she's got Esmond with her, and Esmond is adorable, and we love him. So yeah, this one I inked pretty much exactly like the first two. There wasn't really any difference. Though I did do some negative, like, erasing of the braid lines in the hair. It was kind of interesting right there in the back. But mostly it's just normal inking. And then I also thought it was too boring. It just didn't pop like I wanted it to. So as you'll see later, I ended up making her dress blue, because it is blue. It's about that color, I assume. You know, with shadows and stuff to make it more lively, but in reality. But I made the dress that color, and it was good, but then I was like, this is a little unbalanced. So, because the vessel was the prompt, I ended up just coloring the vessel too, because I thought that would draw attention to it and make it more interesting. and remind people that, you know, that the prompt was vessel. So, I did. I wonder if this pot will come in handy in book. That'll be interesting. But yeah, Bluefin and Esmond for day 3. And then we have day 4, which is one of my personal favorites, and apparently a favorite of a lot of other people's. And, day 4 was not. And for a while I was like, what do I do for not? Do I draw somebody like tied up or something? That could have been what I drew. I thought about drawing Satan in prison or something. But then I realized that, like, there's this Canadian marriage custom, I think that, like, they tie this ribbon around their hands. Also, fire is involved. I don't know where the fire is involved. Forgive me, I haven't really developed that completely because it's not been important for a in-story world thing yet. I just know it's not exactly like our typical marriage ceremony, because, like, they don't have the same you know, build up to those kind of traditions. So they have their own traditions. But yeah, it involves ribbon and fire. That's what I know, ribbon and fire. Yeah, they do have wedding rings, but that's more like you get that when the proposal happens, and then this happens on the wedding day. So you already have the ring before you're married, and that doesn't really change. They don't have engagement rings and wedding rings, because that's kind of weird and complicated, and also these people are medieval people, well, creatures, whatever, you know what I mean. And, like, they don't have the money to be making who knows how many rings. You know, maybe Saint and Torin would, but, like, the general populace wouldn't, so it's not really a thing. But yeah, so that was the idea behind this one, and I was very happy to draw Torin again, because I'm always happy to draw Torin, and they're adorable. I didn't really do any coloring in this one, because it was detailed and interesting enough that it just kind of kept your eye in the picture, so I didn't think it really needed that. And I was more interested in actually doing some shading in this one, like with cross-hatching and things, like you can see me doing here. Also, I really put some detail into Seina's braid in the hairs, and that was fun. The most interesting thing about it is her transparent veil, which I had to do on a separate layer. That was quite interesting. It'll show up right now. I almost forgot it and uploaded it without it, so you can see me with my signature there. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. No, psych. But I realized my mistake and amended it. But yeah, so that's Sena and Torin not. And they are very, very cute. And I love them. So yeah. Anywho. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That was my first Inktober installment. There are going to be some others. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing art from Inktober, because I have a lot of these videos, actually. So if you're interested to see my Inktober run so far and in the future, can't talk. Like and subscribe, please, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Love you guys.